good, y'all? It's your boy Jay. Welcome to another episode of the James Dre Show. Before I get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As many of you who follow me know, me and my wife recently closed on our first home. And during that process of buying a home, I've learned a lot. Some good, some bad. So I wanted to do a video for people in my situation to give them a little bit of knowledge and wisdom that I didn't have at the time, okay? So this video is going to be titled 5 Things I Learned While Buying My First Home. 5 things you need to know when you're buying your first home. All right, number one is debt-to-income ratio. Because I went through the FHA loan, the DTI ratio played a big part in determining how much loan you were able to get and even whether or not you got the loan. So me and my wife first got married, we had, cars and multiple accounts and stuff, and we had it in both of our names. We do everything together, same bank accounts, everything. And it kind of hurt us to an extent when we started the home buying process, because when they ran our DTI, it basically made it where it counted debt twice, and it made our DTI too high to get approved for the loan. So even though our credit was okay, we were high enough to get it, it took us another year just to get debt either paid off or moved into one of our names separately to be able to requalify for getting a loan. So that's very important. And once again, this is with an FHA loan. Conventional loans could be a little different, especially depending on how high your credit score is. But I will say be aware of that. And also student loans when it comes to DTI. So now 1% of student loans has to be counted in your DTI ratio. So if it's in deferment, let's say you have $50,000 in student loans, and if it's in deferment, 500 of that, if I'm not mistaken, 500 of that would be counted into your DTI. So what we did was, it's better to take those loans out of deferment and let's say pay $100 a month, because instead of it counting towards 500, then it counts your payment. So that's a great tidbit. I wish more people knew, and I wish I had known sooner. Number two is patience. Buying a home is exciting, and you see different things you like, but understand that once you sign the paper, it's on you. So if it's not a good price, if there's things wrong with the home, or if there's things that need to be fixed, you have to find patience. On the flip side, me and my wife, we became impatient, and we almost went in to try to buy homes that we like, but we didn't necessarily love. I'm proud to say that those didn't work out for various reasons, but we ended up getting a home that we honestly love. So patience is definitely a key, okay? Number three would have to be your inspection. Inspection is the most important part of buying a home, by determining if the home you want to buy is worth buying. We had a situation where the AC unit was ragtagged and missed, and the inspector, I guess, basically, the people who sold the home took an old AC unit, put sheet metal around it, painted it, and it almost looked like a relatively new unit. But when we brought a guy out here to look at it, he said, man, this unit is at least 15 years old, and the people who sold the house basically ran a scam. Thankfully, we have some things in the works that's going to correct this, but make sure whoever does your home inspection, you're on it. They are on it. You're asking them multiple questions. They're taking their time, and you really go in, even on minute details about what's wrong, why it's wrong. Did you check this? Did you look at that? Because, man, if we didn't have a ram in the bush per se, it could have cost us thousands of dollars. So I would say, man, please make sure you have a good home inspection company. And once you get your report, go through it with a fine-tooth comb and ask questions. Whatever they are, ask them. Number four is going to be extra funds after closing. So, of course, when you come to the closing table, you have this big check. I wrote it. It was a certified check. So I gave them the funds, and I said, man, it's over. I got the house. I was happy. I got home. Then we looked around, and we said, hey, we needed to clear out the backyard. We needed blinds. And this house, you can see behind me, this house has like 20 windows. And you know, we got the big, thick, kind of expensive blinds. We needed blinds. We needed TVs to be mounted. We needed some furniture. We needed a lot of different things that, man, you know, as we still in the process of getting ready, it's almost like another down payment. So having enough for the down payment is not going to be enough. You need to have enough for the down payment. You also need to have enough to buy everything you need, beds, covers, whatever, toiletries, anything to buy, utilities, to cover that moving in. And even after that, you still want to have some breathing room so that you're not tapped out of all your savings. So this is just an expense that I don't think most people think about, because we just look at getting the home. But even after you get the home, you have to be mindful of the expenses that comes with first moving into a new environment, okay? And lastly, the last thing is enjoy the process, man. Enjoy it. It's fun. You ride around, you get to see, you know, just different neighborhoods. I'm from the low country area of South Carolina, and this neighborhoods that I didn't even know about. And I mean, you're talking about towns with 3,000 to 4,000 people, but still, there's neighborhoods that I had no idea. Enjoy it, man. Sit down with your wife or with your spouse and learn what they like, what they don't like. Come up with your checklist and enjoy the process, because only once in your life you get the chance to be a first-time home buyer. So just enjoy it, man. Take it all in, and when it's all said and done, you get to breathe a big sigh of relief. And that's the 5 things that I learned, or 5 things you need to know when buying first home. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe, hit that button. And I'm your boy Jay, and this is another episode of the Jay and Dre Show. Peace.